We are now loaded in the round 4 of winners bracket, and we have here in the bottom left corner of the map Snerp Inferno with Milia on Grath, Nib on Hydros, and Jagilius on Ares. Against Pandakillers on the top right corner of the map, we have Storm on Alder, DQ on Ares, and Pant on Hydros. Let's go and check their compositions. We see Nib going for 1 Shadow, 1 Sentinel, Jagilius going for Engineer, Milia with another Engineer and a Sentinel, and DQ is going to go for Engineer and Sentinel. Pant is going to skip the Shadow, going for Sentinel instead. Storm will go for Engineer and a Vespid Carrier. So again, we might see sludge drops happening. Let's go ahead and start this game. The loser of this match is going to go down to the losers bracket and will face 3v3 to try and get back and remain in this tournament. We see Jagilius going to kite those creeps back. Nicely done from them. DQ is going to be aggressive with Storm and Pant up here, and we see in the middle of the map we do have a little bit of an engagement. DQ is squishy on Ares. Both teams are just trying to get ahead. Nib and Milia are the only ones from Snerp Inferno in here. They don't really want to contest this camp. They were the ones that were ambushed and are doing a good job at still keeping pace in here, although it is 2 versus 3. Let's see what Jagilius is doing. Jagilius is down there farming critters. Milia and Nib are still around the middle of the map. This creep camp is untouched, and it is going to be up to Milia to keep it that way and secure it for Snerp Inferno. Pant is going to go up here and he's going to take care of this easy camp. Milia is still battling with those saplings there. Careful with those Terrapin troopers, you don't really want to lose them. One of them is going to go down, and Milia is actually a little bit low, but he has this nice ambush here with 4 Terrapin troopers. Unfortunately for him, Storm with those seed bots has a superior army. Pant is going to move down here, getting us around on Jagilius and actually taking him down, but those Scuttle Guards are going to do a lot of damage, and Nib is going to get this around on 2 Scuttle Guards, so 3 in total are going to go down for Pant there. Not really worth it for just 1 hero kill. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go straight to tech level 3, rebuilding those Scuttle Guards. Nib is not really producing anything at this point, while Milia is going to go straight for efficient synthesis. Interesting choice for him. Storm is going to get his Bramblethorn. DQ is now transitioning into Devilkin Dervishes, and Pant still with tech level 3 and 1 Scuttle Guard coming up. Jagilius is going to go straight for tech level 3, adding just 1 Devilkin to his army. Let's check what is going on in the top left corner of the map. We see Nib and Storm are having a little bit of a battle in here, and Nib just manages to back away from there. Titan is going to come in 10 seconds. Jagilius has a nice position there to ambush Pant. And even though these Sandstingers are squishy, they deal a lot of damage and are going to be able to take Pant and that Scuttle Guard out in a direct engagement. And we see that the blue team is already on their Titan. Storm is not far behind with the rest of Pandakillers. The DPS is going in favor of Snerp Inferno at this point, and Pant actually is going to move down here, see if he can pick something off. Milia is doing pretty much the same with his hero, just being a little bit of a nuisance down there, but he is going to be taken down. Most probably those saplings are going to be able to block him, and he just gets killed in the last moment, loses 1 Scuttle Guard from Nib as well. Jagilius is moving up with his Sandstinger army and actually dashing forward. That was a little bit bold by him. We see this Bramblethorn with just 1 hit is able to take down a lot of those Sandstingers. Terrapin troopers are trying to get ace around on this Bramblethorn. Sandstingers are still doing a good job there from Jagilius and eliminating those seed bots. This Titan fight has been won by Snerp Inferno, and the Titan is going to get some work on this tower. Jagelius is still hanging around in here. 2 more minutes, less than 2 minutes until medium camps are going to spawn, and both teams, I believe, are going to go and try to get as many critters as possible in the meantime. Jagelius is getting his first Apocalypse. Milia did get 1 Bramblethorn. He does have efficient synthesis already. Let's check it in here, and yes, indeed, Nib is not producing anything at this point. He's still going with those Scuttle Guards. Careful there, you don't want to be ambushed by 2 Aquadillos already for Pant, and one of them is going to move in. 1 Scuttle Guard goes down, and that is going to be just what those Aquadillos are going to get at this point. Milia has to be careful with his Bramblethorn, manages to escape there, and we see a little bit of an engagement here from Jagelius and DQ with similar army compositions. DQ right now is still going to remain on this Devilkin and Sandstinger army, while Jagelius is transitioning into Apocalypse. Nib is getting his Aquadillos in production right now, and Pant already has the 3rd one almost ready. 30 seconds until medium camps are going to spawn. DQ has to be a little bit careful in there. Those Scuttle Guards are quite tanky, and they are just going to retreat at this point, but Pant and Storm coming in for us around, but I believe that Nib and Milia are just going to be able to escape. Jagelius with his Apocalypse, the final one is on the way right now. 2 already here, 2 Devilkin Dervishes, some nice army composition there from Jagelius at this point of the game. Medium camps are going to spawn right now, and we see a Sentinel being placed there by Pandakillers. Pant is down here taking care of that camp. Milia in an engagement might actually lose his hero there. Nice destructive prophecies there, which is going to save Milia's skin with those destructive prophecies, not letting them advance. Storm is being taken down. We see this Aquadillo doing some work on that Bramblethorn, and it does indeed go down. Pant, however, is now coming up here. Milia has to get away with his hero, doesn't manage to do so, and gets taken down. And as we can see, we have a little bit of an army advantage for Pandakillers at this point. It is not that significant, but Pant was able to take down that medium camp there, and they are doing some work on this one as well. So Snerp Inferno is going to lose both the medium camps, and they have to retreat in order to take the ones inside their base. Even though that happened, we can see the resource tab is pretty much the same at this point. The blue team has been pumping up a lot more bioshards with their generators there. Only a 200 bioshard advantage for Pandakillers there, but the energy count is significant there, almost 50 there. And let's see, go back to income there. Check out what the Storm is going to do. He's going for 2 more Bramblethorns. DQ, I believe at this point, he might want to transition into Tech 3. He does not started it yet, and he is going to need those Apocalypse and Ember Fiends to be able to compete with Jagelius there. Pant is getting high volt and defensive upgrades, while Milia is getting his 3rd Bramblethorn and attack damage level 2, an Engineer and a Sentinel. Those Bramblethorns are going to do a lot of damage when that attack damage level 2 is going to come online. And we see Jagelius here with his 2 Apocalypse. Titans have now spawned, but Pandakillers are already in the middle. We can see here that actually we have DQ going for a little bit of a surround there, but that was a nice destructive prophecy from Jagelius, hitting quite a little bit of the Storm's seed pods there. Looks like Pandakillers will be able to take down this Titan. In the meantime, they do have a lot more DPS. Nib is now here with 3 Aquadillos, and he might be able to engage. We see 1 destructive prophecy going down, hitting 2 of Pant's Aquadillos. This Titan is one for Pandakillers, and it looks like they want to push with it. We'll see what Storm wants to do. I believe he's going to take down this tower. We see a destructive prophecy there, eliminating a lot of those Sandstingers from DQ. Nicely done by Jagilius again. He's being very effective with those Apocalypse shots there. Titan was staggering behind a little bit there, only now going in for this tower. This engineer is repairing it. And we see Storm going around trying to go for that tower. I don't think he is going to be able to. There is a lot of Blue's army right here with all three heroes, and it looks like Pandakillers are just going to retreat. Only one tower has been killed with that Titan, so a very spectacular defense there by Snerp Inferno. We see DQ right now. He has managed to get to tech level 3 and is now starting his first Ember Fiend. Jagilius, however, still has 3 Apocalypses, and Nib with those Aquadillos is looking for an engagement here. Storm is coming up to help defend this position as well. Has to be careful not to be caught out of position by those Aquadillos. Milia is in the middle of the map while Pant is happily farming down here. It looks like the game is pretty much stable at this point. Checking armies, it is pretty much even, with a little bit of an advantage for Snerp Inferno. Let's go to the income tab. It is almost dead even in Bioshards, but that is a nice Ice Frog there, and does manage to freeze 3 Bramblethorns. One of them is going to go down, I believe. He has to engage with those Aquadillos, and there we go. First Aquadillo goes down, trapping 1 Bramblethorn, but DQ is coming in, popping his ultimate, so Nib has to retreat there. Pant was able to destroy that tower in the meantime, so nicely done by him. Good map awareness. He knew that Nib and Milia were all the way up here and could not defend this position. 1 more minute until hard camps are going to spawn. And we see Milia is going to go for his 3rd Bramblethorn. This Iron Cannon is in a nice position, but they have to defend it at least a little bit. We see Pant looking to escape with his Aquadillos. Storm and DQ are coming up, however, and DQ now has those 3 Ember Fiends, but 2 Devilkins get taken down by 1 Apocalypse shot there. This Iron Cannon is dead at this point. More Apocalypse shots coming in from Jagilius. Nicely done by him. This fulfilling prophecy is researching right now, as well as Blast Beat. And we see Nib and Milia. They are making their way to this hard camp, which is going to spawn in 15 seconds. But Storm is actually on their tail. He only has 2 Bramblethorns, so he's not going to be able to contest this spot with both Nib and Milia there. And Jagilius is all alone in the bottom right corner, so he might just be able to take down that hard camp if he chooses to. Nib is going to engage the hard camp while Milia is keeping Storm busy. Careful with that Bramblethorn there, you don't want to lose it. Milia is going to save that Bramblethorn momentarily. Nib has to back away to help in here. Nice Ice Frog going down. That Bramblethorn is still low from Milia and only now goes down. Chaining Ice Frog shots there. Jagilius has come all the way up here, doing some heat waves, trying to get the red team out of position. And at this point we see 1 Ember Fiend gets taken down by that destructive prophecy. This heat wave is doing quite a little bit from DQ there, but Nib is going to pop his cooldown in order to stay alive. Milia is getting low and he is going to go down. Careful with that Bramblethorn, it gets taken down as well. More Ice Frogs going down. We see 1 Aquadillo, 2 Aquadillos get killed. Nib is going to go down as well. So a little bit of a back and forth engagement at this point. Jagilius still has his army. Careful with that Apocalypse, you don't want it to be killed by creeps. Storm is coming up here looking to get the kill on that Apocalypse, and Titans have now spawned. Checking the army tab right here, we see a 500 Bioshard advantage for Snerp Inferno there, but again Pandakillers are on the spot with the Titans. They are not missing any moment. Milia is going to go down. He has 1 Bramblethorn taking this this boss down there. And looks like Snerp Inferno might actually not contest this Titan. Only now, here they go, after healing up a little bit. They were extremely low on health with those units. Milia now eliminates that boss, is going to go for this iron cannon, I believe. Jagilius is going to do some heat waves there. And that is an efficient heat wave from him, keeping DQ at bay. We see a sentinel from Pand rolling around, giving him a little bit of extra vision. More heat waves are coming down from Jagilius, but they have not really engaged their own Titan at this point. And DQ is going to throw down 3 heat waves at once, just sieging up this position, or not letting the Snerp Inferno get around there. Pant is still around here. Nib is going to get taken down by those Bramblethorns. Jagilius is trying to do the best he can with those Apocalypses. Milia is getting a little bit low, but he might be able to escape, and there he goes. But this Titan is going to be lost by Snerp Inferno, and now the army is pretty much equal at this point. We see Milia is now going for his 3rd Bramblethorn and the Trebuchet. Jagilius is going for upgrades and another Ember Fiend, while Nib is trying to get back his army, Aquadillos and Ice Frogs in the queue right now. They have to defend this Titan, however, and this is going to give the red team an opportunity to just eliminate those medium camps that have respawned. And it looks like DQ is back here taking care of this hard camp. The Warp Spire has been destroyed by this Titan that is now looking to get the kill on the healing generator. Jagilius is trying to push Storm out of position there. He still has 3 Bramblethorns and is able to escape. He's getting tech level 3 and an engineer. Pant is rebuilding his Aquadillos, while DQ is rebuilding his Devilkins, also getting blast beat and attack damage level 2. This healing generator is going to stay alive. Milia getting attack damage level 3. Nib still rebuilding his army, while Jagilius is getting upgrades as well. So let's go to the income tab. We see an income lead for our red team right now, which is going to this gap is going to get closed with the destruction of this hard camp there. And we still have those 2 aerial units. Milia is not able to kill them, only with his hero, and his hero is the only one that can shoot air at this point. Pant is coming up here. He's looking to eliminate this iron cannon, which was doing some work on this tower. I'm not sure if he sees Milia down there, but Milia is definitely going to see him, and he might be looking for us around there. We see DQ is coming down as well. Only at this point do they see Milia, but Nib is already here to intercept, and Milia wants to push in there, gets frozen by that Ice Frog, and we might see some chained Aquadillos there from both teams. Nib is engaging. Jagilius is up here as well. Nice destructive prophecies there are going to eliminate Pan's one of Pan's Aquadillos, and we see that heat wave and another destructive prophecy going down. Overall, that engagement, I believe, went a little bit in the favor of Snerp Inferno, even though it was pretty much equal. Milia is going to get his first baton horn. Nib still going for upgrades, while Jagilius is going to get ability power level 3. Storm was able to clear out this tower in the meantime. We see this Trebuchet is doing some work for Snerp Inferno, and Storm is actually going to build his Trebuchet as well, and an Abominable Sludge. Very interesting choice there by Storm. That Sludge is going to be extremely tanky, but it is slow, and it can be kited down by Jagilius. Both teams are now looking for the next Titan fight. Pant is rebuilding what he lost. 2 Ancient Ice Frogs, 1 Aquadillo, and a Quadrupus, as well as Magic Resistance level 3. This is basically just to counter Jagilius's Apocalypse shots and Heat Waves. We see both teams are now in the middle of the map, trying to get hold of this position and prepare for the next Titan. Trebuchet is going down on both sides, and those Apocalypse shots were brutal there for Nib. He ends up losing 2 Quadrupuses in that engagement, and those Ancient Ice Frogs are getting a little bit low. Titan is still not spawned yet, and we're playing a little bit of a game of cat and mouse. at this point. We see some destructive prophecies going down on both sides. We have not seen heat waves yet. Perhaps they're both just saving those heat waves from for when the Titan is going to spawn. Milia right now is still getting attack damage level 3, and that engineer, he will be able to do a little bit of a split push, but that destructive prophecy from Jagelius there is going to take down 3 Devilkins, while DQ is going to miss with 3 of them. So DQ is now out of energy on his Apocalypse. No more destructive prophecies for the time being. This Titan is still refusing to spawn right now, and it looks like both teams are now preparing for it. We still see this sludge has been kept secret by Storm there. Titans have now finally spawned, and we see Nib is he's trying to keep them out of position there. We see heat waves are going to come down from Jagelius. They are going to push them away a little bit. 2 heat waves coming from DQ as well, and some Apocalypse shots nicely placed there, but that Ice Frog was really good down there. That Battlehorn manages to push them away. Pand is now going to go for his ultimate. Milia's Battlehorn is going to go down. Jagelius pops his ultimate. Nib is getting a little bit low, but now he pops his ultimate. And this looks like it is going to be pretty much even. We see an ultimate from Storm as well, and the Nib gets taken down. One Aquadillo gets taken down as well from him, and we see more Apocalypse shots from DQ that are going to hit their mark. Those 2 Aquadillos are really low. 1 of them goes down, 2 of them go down, and we only see Milia with 2 Bramblethorns and Jagelius with pretty much his whole army intact at this point. Nicely done by him, and Snerp Inferno is actually ahead in this fight. They have an army supply lead, and this Titan looks like it is going to go their way. Milia is now using his Bramblethorns to heal a little bit, and Jagelius is going to finish this Titan. We see an Ion Cannon is now shooting, and we also see a Shadow for Snerp Inferno. Let's see what they want to do with their Titan at this point. This is a 20-minute Titan, so it is going to be fairly beefy, and they're going to skip this tower, going straight for the archive. It looks like Milia is leading the charge right here with his hero, and there it goes. The Titan has now reached the archive. Jagelius still has a healthy army. We see that Shadow going down, and that destructive prophecy eliminating 2 Ember Fiends. Jagelius has to be careful because he's taking shots from here. His hero goes down, 1 Devilkin goes down. We see an Abominable Sludge being warped in there by Storm, but this is going to be a close engagement. That Titan is still healthy, and looks like they are going to get the Titan to DPS that archive tower. That was a little bit of a mistake, I believe, a little bit of a misclick. And this Titan manages to take down the archive. Snerp Inferno is going to go to round 5 of the winners bracket, which is pretty much the semi-final, and the Pandakillers will have to play 3x3 in the losers bracket.